Greetings, everyone. Father Jim here. Hope you're doing well on this Wednesday. And it is the 28th day of February, but it's not the last day of February this year. I'm just going to be reading from our Gospel today, and that comes from Matthew chapter 20, verses 17 through 28. As Jesus was going up to Jerusalem, he took the 12 disciples aside by themselves and said to them on the way, "Behold, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests and the scribes, and they will condemn him to death, hand him over to the Gentiles to be mocked and scourged and crucified, and he will be raised on the third day." Then the mother of the sons of Zebedee approached Jesus with her sons and did him homage, wishing to ask him for something. He said to her, "What do you wish?" She answered him, "Command that these two sons of mine sit, one at your right, the other at your left, in your kingdom." Jesus said in reply, "You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the chalice that I'm going to drink?" They said to him, "We can." He replied, "My chalice you will indeed drink, but to sit at my right and at my left, this is not mine to give, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared by my Father." When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at the two brothers. But Jesus summoned them and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and the great ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you shall be your servant. Whoever wishes to be the first among you shall be your slave, just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." Well, sometimes we get so caught up in our current concerns and thoughts that we miss something even more important for our future. In other words, we miss the proverbial forest or the trees. And today's gospel lesson is one that marches us right into the depths of the forest when we are reminded that we are not the center of the universe. In fact, we may not even be the most important person in the room. As imperfect human beings, the apostles were guilty of that prideful thinking. As such, they missed what Jesus was telling them about his coming, suffering, and death and resurrection. Similar to many times in those Gospels, the apostles' shortcomings opened the door for Jesus to teach them and us an important lesson. In this instance, he had more than one lesson to teach, but the big one was that all who follow him must be servants to others. The glory of Jesus' followers receive is mostly heavenly glory, not earthly accolades. If this works for us, Jesus wants us in his camp. If this sounds too much like a losing proposition, then perhaps we need to examine it again, because we will never receive a better offer than this. As we grow in our ability to serve, we also grow in our closeness to God. What a great message for these days of Lent as we continue to move through them. And so let us look humbly and honestly into our own hearts and see where we could be serving others better, where we could put more of our energy into the work of God's kingdom. And no one needs to do this alone. We serve one another and in the process grow in our closeness to the Lord. So middle of the week, Wednesday's here as we continue to move through. Once again, let's keep those prayers going. Let's keep praying for one another. Let's allow the Holy Spirit to continue to work in our lives as well. Well, hope your day's going well so far. Take care and God bless you. Bye now.